We don't have to talk about that. Mm-hmm. In my house on the chat board. Chat board. On the chat board. Chat board. Oh. All right. I'm on first watch. Oh, so then you came and replaced me? On character. I don't know if I'm in my house that we're in that we said 3 times now. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Just take your time. Oh, poor baby. What did he say? You see what? I don't know if it's like supposed to be you guys because it's just you right now and he's bringing both in. Oh, wait, it's probably you being escorted. Wow, you don't even trust me? No, you believe me though. I told my lie and you believed it. So I'm trustworthy still, bitch. Don't metagame. You metagaming high as fuck. Metagaming air fuck. Oh, you can't hear them? Okay, let me bump them up. Um. Oh, I see why. Why did you do that, OBS? Chat. Okay, can you guys speak?
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear them now? No. It was for some reason, OBS unregistered Discord chat. It's fine. You're fine. Oh, say sorry. Didn't miss anything yet, so we good. Okay, excellent. ready for your first session on Wednesday, Smokey?
Just learn to be like me.
Don't be
You'll
like
be
him.
fine.
Don't.
All right,
You'll be the best. Second
child,
best. I'm still here.
child is good.
Okay.
So you see two gentlemen standing outside. One appears to have this kind of weird straw kind of hat. It's kind of hard to see his eyes, but you see he's got some kind of scruff on his face. He's got these robes, mixture of colors of like gold, red, and blue. The person standing kind of next to him, but a little bit behind, as there's kind of steps leading up to this door. This person would be dressed in a manner that he is well versed with nature. Seems more of like an outdoors kind of person. He's got this bow on his back and then a quiver with arrows inside. And just keep hearing.
Uh, I would say I would ready my weapon, but that kind of would. I can't open a door if I readied my weapon. So
Can I will the door open from my room?
Unfortunately, someone has to open it.
I guess I would open the door and just like look at them. Yes.
Person removes his straw hat with like a flourish, and it just kind of turns into like golden leaves as it blows through the wind.
Dramatic as fuck.
Hello, is the owner home?
Who's asking?
He looks back at his accomplice.
I'll
He
stumble
looks
in.
at you. I believe I.
Oh my fucking god. Y'all, Iceland.
What?
You have visitors, I guess.
Visitors? And then I'll open my door and come in with the egg still nestled in the top of my dress, and I'm holding it like a pregnant woman, and I'm like waddling in.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Hi, yes, I'm the owner. How can I help you?
Why, hello there. It is rather. Can we come in?
Oh, sure. Come inside. Come inside. I guess I'll snap my fingers and two chairs will appear right there, on like inside.
Baron, after you. Oh, you can go in, Baron. It's fine.
I'm talking to you, 10.
Oh, what's up? Sorry, I was
He's all-
immersed.
The lady offered us in.
Okay.
You're an outdoors guy.
So I step inside. I analyze the environment around me. I'm still somewhat cautious about who these people are. They seem suspicious. In the
Have a
area
seat.
that
Have a seat.
I've always been familiar with. So, the lady offers me a seat, so I go ahead and sit down. Still a little cautious,
Okay.
looking around.
As you're looking around, you see Baus, the person you came with, just take off his coat and just kind of toss it on the couch. He goes into the fridge that they have in their house, and he just starts looking through there.
House manners?
What was that?
House manners?
Oh, it's fine. Anyone's welcome. Help yourself.
Never been taught magical house manners. Those are two different things.
Huh?
So, you guys aren't exactly supposed to be in this timeline. So, a better question is, as he's like filling up this plate, is how you all got here.
Weird magic puddle.
A weird puddle.
That ate a crystal, was it? Egg? Was it? I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Egg? Which one is it?
Arya, you had it. You handled it the most. What was it?
I'm asleep.
Oh right.
Asleep.
Diamond. I think it was a crystal egg.
Regardless, you guys are out of your timeline, and I would ask that. What are you even doing here?
Got something to take care of, and then we're gone.
Well, seeing as you disturbed the order of things, one of the five, and points to the person sitting down on the couch, kind of looking about, getting a good kind of perception on his surroundings.
So, you know, with the suspicions that I still have of these humans,
There's no
and
humans.
oh, there's no. Okay. You know, with the, I'm still, you know, curious on what these guys are doing here. So I decided to cast one of my spells. I detect to see if I can find any magic.
Well, this whole house
Yeah.
is magic.
Detect magic. You see auras just glimmering off of Iceland.
Okay.
You would see off Kazuko mainly a lot of his kind of essence would come from his right arm, and then the whole house is just magical as it's just giving off an aura.
I'm somewhat amazed by such magic. You know.
Nice to meet you. Varen, was it?
Yes, Varen. But you know, my question for you guys is, what are you doing here? You know, you guys are seeming to dodge a lot of questions that
we got sent here by a magic puddle, not by our will, mind you. And now we're working on our way back.
Magic puddle, so you're not from this world.
I don't know if we can tell you where we're from.
Who are you guys supposed to be? The Tom?
Technically, I am. He's not. He's more of the guardian of this mountain.
And you guys are trespassing.
This man just say he's time police? Leave me sleeping.
I was going to.
So, you know, you guys got here from a magic puddle. I got that part down, but it still doesn't answer my question on what you're doing in these mountains.
Sleeping.
Kick the guy at the top's ass. I thought that was obvious.
The guys, which guy?
Beast.
So what they're speaking of, and you would know this as your character, but you wouldn't know out of game because you just joined. But
yeah,
your character would know that at the top lies a ferocious humanoid person that comes from the race of Tolkians, which is a native race to Kurai. Nonetheless, he is a monk that kind of isolates himself and trains in nature.
So he's a natural inhabitant of this area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, what business do you have with this man?
Gonna fight him. Might kill him. Depends.
What has he done to you guys?
Oh, I want nothing to do with that. I just want to babysit.
Oh, it's.
Babysit.
I guess it's. Yeah, what she's doing is confidential, apparently.
I'm babysitting and it's escorting.
You're It's come to my attention and his as well is there's like this giant hole protruding through a lot of this mountain. You wouldn't happen to know what caused that?
Oh, I would raise my hand.
I'll point at him. His new baby, I don't.
Don't.
His new
say-
baby. I'll see him say, "Don't say it," and I'll stop myself from saying the name.
What was that name?
I did what? What name? I don't know. His baby. Weird things happen. This mountain's crazy.
I send a message to my accomplice and I ask him, should we trust these people?
They're very bad at lying,
You haven't said
That's
one lie.
but let's entertain them. And you can't hear us because this is messy.
Oh, I say you haven't lied.
I can
Entertain
read.
we shall.
So, who exactly is all in your party?
It's me, Arya, Kazuko over there, and Arya's sleeping. She's cranky when she doesn't get her full time.
All right. And you're the cause of this destruction to the mountain.
Directly, indirectly, yes.
Yeah, I'll point at Kazuko.
Was it Kazaku though?
Yes.
Indirectly.
I'm pretty sure the bosses did far more damage than we ever did.
I mean, the big hole was because he read a scroll out loud, got possessed, and gave birth.
Yeah, but you make that hole the asshole that came from that.
Which was him, right? Like a part of him or some shit? I don't know.
I'll still try to figure that out. But we'll get there.
But anyway.
There lies a very unique creature here. This mountain not only is a conduit of the world tree, it also is a prison for a certain creature that we don't wish to have it roam around these lakes.
Who would that creature be?
Kind of shifting his eyes, like, you know the name already, or
Me?
no? He's looking at
Oh.
Kazuko.
Okay.
I just don't know if he's referring to the creature I'm talking about.
Let's just say he's a big fellow, kind of lengthy. Onigumo. He's one of your kind, Regis.
Ear perk up. Oniguma?
He is. Oh, Oni.
Is he here?
He's most certainly here. He's imprisoned by the great. Well, he's not prince or lord. Anyways, he's your father, I
Totally. Yeah. Know that one.
So yeah, this child's father imprisoned this person here and essentially made him probably the worst thing to encounter
Oh,
on this plane.
we're not touching him. Don't worry.
I mean, no promises.
We're not touching him, Kazuko.
That is, can't kick his ass.
Well, to ensure that, things like this doesn't happen or things don't get out of hand, I feel I should accompany you guys to monitor you guys.
That is an excellent idea.
Whoa.
Because I will ensure if there's problems caused, there will be consequences.
Dire consequences.
Is it consequences we should worry about?
There's only
And
one way to
then-
find out.
You said consequence you to.
I am the guardian of this land.
I'll walk up to him and I'll put my hand on his back. Welcome aboard!
I did not just have a police officer.
Oh my goodness. Iceland, make up your mind. Are you gonna be naive or not?
I'm always naive. Excuse me.
This is how you got kidnapped before.
Yes.
Way to loosen the tension.
Believe me, I know how it feels to want to be a part of a group and they don't want you, and then you get hit in the ball, hit in the face with a giant ball.
Oh, Israel eat this guy alive.
Yeah, I know.
And as she takes her hand off my shoulder, I begin to wipe it off, wipe her dusty hands off.
No.
Dusty press off.
Leave me
I just-
asleep.
I look at him.
She may be an elf, but
I look at him. I look at my hand. I frown, and I'm like, "Oh, you're right. I am dirty." And then I'll walk over to the sink and wash my hands. I'm sorry.
Homeboy's just eating, just kind of watching. Oh, good.
You
good.
can throw that robe in the washing machine if you'd like.
Washer machine?
You forget the technology, Iceland.
I think to myself, this person is delusional. I know for sure. This is gonna be very interesting.
So enjoy your new accomplishments, as you will see that you don't tip the balance of nature and whatnot.
We won't be taking anything. Not even cows.
But who are you to decide who joins the group or not? Are you my boss or something?
I mean, if you want things to go smoothly, do as so not to upset.
That upset you.
Well, upset the surroundings.
We are on their mountain, Kazuko. We can at least be respectful on that matter.
But according
and
to him,
I can make it very hard for you guys as well.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I said.
Leave me asleep.
Ariane!
as much as I would love to entangle with you two, I have much more important things to do at the moment, so I will
Wow.
be taking
What
my
a
leave.
coward.
Well, as long as you don't disturb the balance, time and nature, we don't have a problem.
I mean, I'll be disturbing myself, so
Well,
I'll just leave. I would go outside.
goodbye. So we done here? Can I go back to trancing?
By all means. Baron, do enjoy your new task, and I'll reach out to you when I find Nia.
I nod to, show that I understand, and we'll see you soon.
We'll take his leave and close
I
the door.
don't have yours.
Hey, Varen. You can just pick a door, any door. And I'll point down the hallway, and another room a couple rooms will appear.
I'll sit here. I still don't trust you guys.
Well, that's fine. There's a room. I'm going to bed. Good night. Then I'll walk into my bedroom.
Okay.
I decide to keep my guard because I'm still unfamiliar with who these people are and their intention.
Oh,
So you kind of keep watch. Kazuko, you went outside the house?
I'm just on the chessboard.
We're a distance away from the chessboard, aren't we?
I think we're on
Yeah.
the chessboard, right? Aren't we?
No, we're in a different room. We went through a couple rooms, didn't we?
No, we did?
Oh, right, we
Oh.
did. So we went through the door, and then we're...
Because if you didn't leave that room, we probably would have kept fighting.
Oh. Well, where I am, I'll start training.
I would yell at Kazuko before I went to bed. Wake me up when you want to sleep!
I already slept for like 15 hours.
So we'll say Varen kind of keeps watch, seeing as he's the most alert. Morning begins to come. Arya, Iceland, you guys both get your full rest. Kazuko, you as well. whatever you choose to do on this day is up to you.
I think we're staying for 3 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start trying that thing I messaged you a couple days ago. So, how would I do this? I guess I'll bring my blade out in my right hand, or like at least like get some essence out in my right hand, not the whole sword.
Okay.
And then I would form lightning in my left hand.
All right.
And I'll try to fuse it.
Like a concept. As you bring these two forces together, um, slowly you begin to see like a sphere being created. It almost seems like some sort of relic of some sort. Um, Before it can fully form, you see it shatter, and a burst of energy just blows you back and forth.
That's fucking cool.
You take 20 points of lightning as you just kind of get blown back. Whoever's in the house, you'd hear just this large explosion just outside of the house.
I wake up, grab my sword, and go outside.
As you go outside, you see clouds go on the ground and just like, when lightning hits something.
Or what lightning does is alright.
I got a
Yeah,
question, Colin.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm gonna DM you.
Okay. So everything around him would be like black, and then there'd just be like an outline of where his body's lying at.
I also step outside to see
Uh,
what's going on.
As the
Okay.
door opens, I take a look back and see it's not Aislyn.
But another elven person.
There you go.
Did you do this?
Oh, good morning. I'm just training.
No, I
And
wasn't talking to you.
oh, you talking about him?
No, I did no such thing. It was probably one of your reckless members.
Oh, and who are you?
Me, I'm one of the 5 priests of Kurai.
Oh, cool. What are you?
All these questions. Who are you?
You're
You're the
in
one
my
trespassing.
party. You're in my party's house.
Oh.
You need to realize there's a hierarchy here, and you're at the bottom of it.
Huh.
If I may,
Big talk for somebody trespassing on Forbidden Land.
Alright, so I grab him by his neck and post him to a wall.
oh, hey, Arya,
Roll
calm down.
opposing strength check.
Oh, then I wouldn't do that. I'll walk out of the room. Hey, Ari, good morning. What are you doing?
Oh my god, I don't feel like explaining. I'm just laying on the
Ariel, you can let him down.
So,
just
Varian,
wait.
you would just roll a strength check. And for that, you would just click on.
Strength.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just strength.
On the left, just click the word strength.
Mhm.
Oh, no, you would see your sheet. Never mind.
Is it my go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So you just pretty much slam me into a wall. You have me pinned.
You click the strength button on the
Oh, click the
left
strength
side.
button?
Yeah, you're doing opposing strength checks.
Okay.
Good win, that was a roll low. Nope, alright. I have like a +9 to strength, so.
I see.
So Arya being this kind of she's not like physically like super buff woman.
I
Yeah.
am.
But-
I'll describe her for you.
Yeah,
Arya is about 5'11", average
Okay.
height. She has red hair. Her skin color has a blue hue to it. I assure you, you've never seen her race before in your life.
Oh.
My sword is as long as your body, and it's heavier. At my side is another sword, and it looks like the blade that Achilles used in Troy.
Okay.
I radiate magical energy, and there's a demeanor of a person that's very attuned to war.
And what type of armor did you say you had?
My armor is ever shifting. It
Ever
changes.
shifting.
It changes between whatever I'm choosing to wear. When I'm in combat mode like this, it's very Greek.
I see. I'd like to analyze what type of armor he is wearing at that
You've
very moment.
never seen this armor before.
I'd actually, or how would I say this? I'd like to figure out what type of material is being used. Is it completely magic based, or?
The only thing you can get from it is that it is entirely magic, and the way it kind of recreates and shifts is probably its magical properties.
Wow, that's cool.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Magic.
You got a good boy there complimenting Arya's armor.
I have a question for you, DM. I'm gonna go ahead and DM it to you.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you can let him go.
Let's see.
I'm waiting for them to do their thing. I heard you.
Apparently, this is your mountain. I mean, his mountain. So, like, I guess he's the hierarchy here.
There is but one hierarchy in Arya's mind. That his name is Jado.
That is a good question. I've never even seen this done. Let me take.
Huh?
What are you doing?
I have to consult the elder gods real quick.
I think I have an idea what's about to go down. I would just keep training. I would try this.
Already causing trouble.
Ain't my problem. I would go back over here. Y'all can have that little dispute.
I mean, you guys had to have known that.
Oh yeah, I know this is bound to happen, but
Yeah, we knew. That's why I left.
I mean, there's a ways he could have approached this, and there's ways that it would have been okay. But you just showed up at our house. No one waking me up.
You can cast it, and then
I
I'm
can.
gonna roll a.
I want to cast it on a 4 though, as a
As
tier
level
4, level 4.
What
Yeah.
the fuck are you casting?
Is he casting magic in my presence?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. That's fun for me.
Let me know if I should initiate that.
You can cast if you wish. If you wish to follow, you can cast it. But I'm gonna roll a.
With the smirk on my face, I decided to dispel magic your armor.
Oh.
I knew it. I just knew it. I want to see this happen.
Look at my notes here.
There's gonna be a short character in this campaign.
So you see him just begin to conjure the spell, and you watch him. You're like, "Oh, magic! Alright, this will be interesting."
It's not gonna be interesting. I have the ability as my class to reach out and grab his face with the hand of chaos.
And then he casts it on your armor.
Oh hell no!
And it does react in a way where patches are being visible. Think of
Me?
it.
My armor?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't disable it all the way because it is for magic.
Wait, he has the power to spell enchantments off of a weapon, or enchantments off of armor.
Your armor is based off magic, no?
Yeah, but all right, that's whatever.
So think of it as patches. The armor's still there; it would still act as armor, and it doesn't disable it entirely. But you would see a reaction of him casting something against it. That's what I'm trying to relate.
Would I notice the patches
I'm just
on the armor?
trying, as a player, right? Can dispel magic be used to mess with other armor?
Nope.
Then why would it work on Arias?
Because so what I'm saying is, it's just a reaction. It wouldn't totally nullify the armor at all. Like if I was in battle with you and I was like, dispel magic on your armor. Now you have no armor.
Oh, you were like a barrier going down a little bit, but then like going back up.
Yeah, if anything, it's like that. It's more narrative than it is actual effect.
She just be protective of her armor and trying to figure it out. That's why I'm asking to see if there's something else behind this dispel magic.
No, it's just this is all just narrative.
Flavor text.
Because
Yeah.
as a player.
It's flavor text. Got it.
He chose poorly, my friend.
Whole person.
No. I guess I'll go
No.
to intervene.
Wait, whole person on Aria.
Hey.
Before she can put her hand up.
So both of you roll. Actually, three of you.
If I see her casting it, I will allow it to happen.
Okay.
If I see both of them coming at me like I'm making a bad decision, I would acknowledge that. I'm not reckless.
Okay.
That's my job.
So just go forward. If you're a cast dispel magic on like my armor or something like that, if I was like a bad guy, it would only work in the sense of if I casted a buff using a spell, say like Blade Warding. And if you
Okay.
cast dispel magic on that, but if it's enchanted, that takes more of a process. So I'll give like a narrative that it kind of glimmers a bit faintly, like those essences are being messed with by magic. But would it nullify it completely? I would have to disagree.
Gotcha.
But
So it's not a conjuration of armor in a sense, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I can explain it out of game, right? So Arya has armor that's magically made, right? But it's
Yeah.
still enchanted armor, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah, so my apologies on
Whi-
the
which is
description.
why-
We never really describe Arya's armor, to be fair.
Which is why I wanted to know exactly what type of armor it was, because if I would have went
Mhm.
two routes. If it was Greek armor and it was of metal plating, I would have used heat metal instead. And-
Yeah. I mean, it
But-
would look metal, right?
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be metal.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, Garrick, I guess we have to sit down and kind of classify our armor, I guess. Because we never had this come up ever. You know what I mean?
I picture it as just enchanted armor that can just morph.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, so I'll throw my own little flair on it, DM, kind of lighten it up a little bit. You see like
I mean-
a patch of the chest just disappear.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Then
And that's me not knowing what type of armor it is, so
Yeah,
that comes
so
as a surprise.
my lady parts would be hanging out, and I just kind of
I
look
knew you were gonna go.
at you. and
yeah,
it would be no change in my face. You
and
just see a hand going right towards your face, and then as Iceland and Kazaku do something, I would retract it.
And I'll tell you what, it's more so like a kind of like a gesture to piss you off, like mostly, instead of like doing anything,
yeah.
like just
I
to
mean-
embarrass you. That's like,
Oh,
I made her naked in front of all her peers. Cool.
I just play Arya a certain way. So you're
Yeah.
playing your character, I play mine away. So I'm not reckless though. I'm just protective.
like
And I'm
what
just,
you
I'm
cast
just,
it, you would see her left arm is different from the rest of her, and it changes shape in a way that it's more. Think of like Carnage or something, like it shapes into weapons or
Ugh.
I see.
It's the strong hand. You ever seen Scary Movie?
and
Yeah.
it was ready to swipe at you before she kind of slowed down. You could see that she kind of slowed down and looked at Ice.
And the action behind that gesture was more of like like his character is more of a cocky like asshole, but not really like a complete dick, but more so just so
I don't know if I could put a label on Arya. I know she is very comfort. confrontational.
So
Yeah.
it's a definitely nice conversation that we have going on here. Though I like it.
But you would see her like ready up a big attack, and then she just kind of calms down as Aislyn's outside, and Kazuko's trying to intervene as well.
Yeah, it makes sense. So we'll continue with that. I guess.
So did Arya get hold person?
I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna try to pass the save. I stopped on my own, but if it goes off, it goes off.
And you haven't pinned against my house wall, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's not the first time I pinned someone. It's not the first time something bad's happened from me pinning someone.
Okay, first I will walk up and I would slap Varen. And I'm like, don't ruin her armor and don't make her boobie fall out. Don't pick on Arya. And then I'll say, Arya, it's okay. I know what it looks like. And he already seems like a dick, but I'll explain, okay? And then
What held?
I know, I'm telling you before I let go. And again, I'm sorry. And I'll give her a hug. And as I give her a hug, I'll let go of hold person.
I set him down. Ah, you're similar to Kazuku with your vanity.
Whoa!
I'll look at her and I'll
Whoa.
look at him and I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
He said, "Whoa."
What did I do? I had nothing to do with this.
I just look back and smirk at him. My name is Arya, daughter of Achilles.
My name is Varen. I am one of the guardians of Kurai, one of the 5 priests.
Well, you guys have been doing a bang-up job. And
You
I
think?
welcome to the party. And I look at Aislyn. Next time that we invite people to the party, I'd appreciate it if you'd let me know.
Okay.
Don't
Well, to
pout.
To give you guys more information,
Okay.
I have the rest of my priests, like a little like sad and defeated. They've been all executed by some draconic person. Someone
Draconic.
Yes, that's the only information I was able to obtain. But as you can see, the mountains of Kurai is in shambles due to.
DM, as he's saying it, I only know of one dragon-like thing, right? Or two, right? Atheneo and the Blood Dragon?
Presumably.
Does it describe what it looks like? Because I'd be intrigued if it was Atheneo.
It's really hard to say. It was very vague. I had received the message from one of the last priests before I heard no more from him.
Arya's right. They're doing a bang up job.
I'd be more interested to find out about this draconic thing. Where is the last information you have? And you would see kind of a stern look on her face, symbolizing that she's after something more. Like you may have,
You piqued her interest.
yeah.
You dangled the worm.
What?
The only other information I can give you is that he had bone-like scales, and that's what I have left. And that's what I'm here to find out.
Does
If you guys have
Atheneo
any relation towards that man?
Does Atheneo have bone-like?
Mm-hmm.
And I know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hate to see it.
I look at Kazuku and Aislyn. Finish up what you're doing. We are going to help him.
We don't leave for 3 days.
3 days, I ain't going nowhere.
And I
Well, I
look
guess
at
2 more days,
Aislyn.
right? Would be 2 more days?
Yeah.
2 more days?
Aislyn,
Hmm?
I'd like you to call your brother.
I'll act like I'm calling him, but not really try.
I'm gonna incite the shit out of that.
You can roll deception, nice. To what you get.
Give me that natural 20.
16. Me too. You've seen people summon their gods before. This seems very half-assed, and if not, make believable. Just kind of waving her hand in there.
I kind of drop to a knee and look at her. You've been behaving strangely ever since I asked you what that egg was. Now you're pretending to call your brother for reasons I do not know.
I'm not pretending.
What is going on, Aislyn?
You just have to trust me, okay?
Trust goes both ways.
Can I talk to you alone then?
Do you not trust Kazuku?
No, I trust him, but I want to test the waters first.
What?
Has
What
he
does
not?
that mean?
No, I just get. No, let me say this. No, hold on. Let me say. What would I say? This is Iceland.
Been a while since we D&D, darling.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's see. Iceland, what would you say right now?
A little fart comes out.
Oh, I don't have message. Damn it. Can we have a girl talk?
If that's what you like.
Okay.
And I look at Kazuku. Sorry, no lady parts. And I'll look down. Oh. And then the armor would just slowly start recovering.
My hand was covering it, by the way, the whole time you were talking.
Your hands were on my tits?
It was hovering! Hovering! It says it in chat. I was like, if Ari's boob is still hanging out, I'll cover it with my hand till it returns.
Iceland, I would have to ask you to respect... Oh, I thought you were going for the goods. I'm not your mother, darling. Just your friend.
Arya, I'm too old to drink milk. And then I'll turn around and walk to the house.
I have a lot of questions. Mainly, I want to help you with your people. If you allow it, that is my intention moving forward. This man that causes you trouble insulted my family. I will not rest until he is no more. It just so happens it's a common enemy, perhaps.
Well, it's relieving that we both share the common enemy.
One
I'll
that
further-
insults someone's heritage deserves nothing but death.
He's left me with nothing but the forest.
Then we shall leave him with nothing at all.
Sounds good to me.
If you don't mind, I must talk to a girl that uses very small words very fastly to describe how she feels. So I shall return.
As she departs, I begin to analyze the area and figure out, what happened outside. I never got a glimpse of what happened.
The self-imposed destruction.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that. We'll have them do their girl talk, and then we'll get to you guys.
Girl talk.
I don't know if Arya knows how to do girl talk.
Trust me, it won't matter if you're a girl or not. And I'm like standing at the door waiting for Ari to come in.
She's just tapping her foot.
No.
You're so hyper right now. Oh my goodness.
Inside the house, you just see a shadow just go to and fro.
A shadow?
Mhm.
Is this another one of your friends?
Huh? What are you talking about? And I look around. Do I see the shadow?
Yeah, you'd see the game master in there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it is the game master? Alright.
Yeah.
Oh,
Never mind.
well, he knows what this is, right? He knows everything.
What's up?
The game master knows everything, what I'm doing and everything, right?
Oh, he's more than aware.
Okay, good. And then I'll just shut the door. I'll look at Kazuko and I'll wave, and then I'll shut the door, making sure they're both out there.
Not even looking your way no more.
Wow, beach. Sorry you ain't got titties.
Sorry, you ain't got titties.
I'll lock the door.
Kazuko, cross his arms and just look away from the house.
And I'll lock the doors, making sure that they can't see or hear or come in or anything.
Just see her close the blinds. Shh.
Skitter, skitter, skitter. Shut, shut, shut. Arya, first you gotta promise you won't be mad.
You know, they say people start their conversation with the intentions that they know what they're doing is bad.
Well, it's...
Complicated?
Yes. I'll start by saying, I'm sorry I lied.
I'm aware you lied, though not at first. You were quite believable, but I'd be a fool to not notice little inconsistencies in your behavior lately.
What the fuck? Ken! Holy shit, thank you for donating $40. Whoa.
Ooh, very nice.
Hi, Ken! Anyway, it wasn't Big Brother that asked me to do this.
I'm aware of that on my own.
How did you
I'm-
know?
You have not been behaving on normally for a while. In game, you haven't. You've been doing little things that aren't Iceland.
You alright with him knowing this information?
Him?
Her.
Or, sorry. I just woke up, alright? Give me a break.
He told me. Did he tell me his real name?
Mhm.
What was it again?
It's delicious. It's called gyoza.
Oh, Gyoza. Gyoza here. He works for Papa. And I'll just give her like an awkward grin, like hee.
So your father's asking us to do this.
If I don't do this, then I'll cease to exist.
Did he tell you why?
Because this has happened before, and the present that we came from is a result of this incident.
I'll think. I haven't experienced that kind of stuff yet. Fuck. I was gonna say I might be able to share a moment with you, but I haven't gone home yet, have I, Garrett?
Mm-mm.
I have no idea about this time skipping thing that people are doing nowadays.
Mm-hmm. If this doesn't happen and I don't take care of this egg, the world as I know it, and me, will cease to exist.
Isn't that something you should be able to trust Kazuku with, and I?
Yes. If it
Then-
wasn't for the result. Which I am not happy with.
What's the result?
This egg
Mm-hmm.
is going to kill the what the fuck is this people again?
Tolkien's?
Tolkiens is gonna kill the Tolkiens that are gonna raid the castle.
Oh, that is a very big dilemma that we have here.
But if they don't die, then the past has changed.
I know now why you did not tell Kazuku.
I don't want to hurt him.
You're going to have to, and it's going to be a lot more hurtful if you don't tell him. His trust in you will be gone.
He's gonna hit me.
He's not going to hit you with me around, nor do I believe he would hit you regardless. He would probably hate your father more. But level-headed... No, no one's level-headed in our party. That being said, you
Yeah.
want Kazuku as an ally, yes? This is a real question you must answer now, because we're going to be traveling together, and if I can't trust each one of my fellow soldiers and kinda little... You could tell her fucking mood has changed since she's gotten that sword from her father. Then we're destined to fail.
Well, what if he tries to smash the egg?
You think he can actually move me out of the way? I'm stronger than both of them combined, and I point to the new guy and Kazuku. That does not mean I'm immortal, Aislyn. It just means that I might be able to hold him off for a minute. Not even a minute. D&D rules. A few seconds. But I will stand by this and believe it is true that not telling him something important, like you're harboring the end of his people that he loves so much, is going to cause more harm than good.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you, Arya.
Well, why don't you approach it like you approached me? We don't know what Kazuku's gonna do. We have a good idea of what Kazuku's gonna be like, but trust works both ways. Trust him not to hurt you.
Before I do that, then, and I'll walk over to my room and I'll make a nest out of the blankets and I'll tuck the egg in there and tuck it in and I make it nice and comfortable and then I'll walk out and I'll shut the door so he can't open it.
As she goes upstairs, you can hear footfall just. And she's doing something up there, right? And you
Mhm.
see the game master and you're just waiting in this room, and you see him just pull out his crossbow. He puts a bolt in and just loads it. And then he holsters it.
Why are you loading your weapon?
If she gets attacked, I'm ordered to keep her safe.
You guys wonder why this realm has so much trouble. It's because everyone turns on everyone. My goodness.
I'm actually just wondering where my pay is.
Well, talk to your boss. It sounds like he's very appealing.
Well, once you return home, we'll ask.
Might take a little longer. There's a certain individual in this realm, apparently, that I want to deal with. Before he's a problem.
And then at this time, I should be walking down.
I actually have a question for the game master. That man out there, I actually don't recall his name. That's because of me as a person, not Arya as a player.
Varen?
Varen mentioned a bone-scaled dragonborn. What can you tell me of him?
We speak of Atenea
Yeah, where can I find him?
here.
Yes?
In this timeline, I would assume he's in Guambo as one of their generals.
Have me.
Gonna have to take care of him another time, Arya.
I'll look at Aislyn.
And I'll help you.
Aislyn, I don't know if I want you to be present after we defeat him.
Well,
You might change your viewpoint on me. What I plan to do is awful. But I guarantee you when I'm done, Kazuku's gonna have a new scale mail armor made up of his... Never mind. Shall we?
okay. I'm
Now
trusting
remember, trust Kazuku. There is no reason not to trust me. But you two need to work on that, because, to be honest with you, feels like you guys don't trust either one of you.
Well, I trusted him, but he stopped trusting me. Anyway,
Well,
opening the door.
Look at her. I don't think you... Never mind.
Opening the door! Oh, Kazuko. Merc! Girl talk is done. We can have guy talk now. Well, I'm not a guy, but you can come talk to me now. I have something to tell you.
I guess
I'd like to preface it. Kazuku, I'm going to tell you this now before this conversation. Know that time happens regardless of what we do. And the sooner you accept that, the better this conversation will go. I would have to ask you to utilize what patience you have and trust that I would not do anything to harm you unless you try to harm a party member.
Wow, you just make it seem bad right off the bat.
I'm just preparing for your explanation. And I wink at her.
Yes. Oh, come inside.
Okay.
Question, DM.
Yes.
I'd like to do something before they continue that.
Okay.
I'm not available.
I'd like to turn into a spider.
Oh, druid. Hate spiders.
Now, what kind of spider are we talking? Yeah, like
A small spider. Just a very small
So
spider.
just. Alright.
DM, what would it take for the trash panda to notice the spider and try to eat him?
I mean, we going this right? You can roll perception.
Not as like a for sure, but just like funny to see a little spider get chased around by my raccoon familiar. Alright, I'm done. Sorry.
It's okay.
The
But
talk.
You do change into a small spider.
And I'd like to listen on their conversation as well. Or whatever is like going on now.
Okay.
I still have some investigating to do.
So, I'll say they walk in. With your guys' passive perception, you would see that Baron's not there. You saw he just kind of shrunk down, and that was it. And he's no longer there.
I'll try not to slip on you, Baron. Come on, let's have this conversation.
It's like secretly the smartest person in the group.
Oh.
I said
But,
I was secretly a genius.
So you're able to infiltrate inside. Kazuko, you're inside.
Sure.
I mean, he didn't
Wait,
say he
so-
was gonna hide or anything. He just
Yeah, I didn't.
transformed, so
I assumed they were all inside and they didn't see me.
I didn't shut the door yet.
Just if you are trying to be kind of sneaky, I'll have you roll like sleight of hand or something. We'll say like or like stealth or something. Just kind of see if you can get away without them seeing you or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do
But
that.
for this instance, you didn't say it, so I saw you shrink, and I'm just gonna ignore it because I got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, exactly. And then I could be anywhere.
Baron, you know you can just unform of yourself. It's fine.
But as Kazuko walks in, he has a crossbow gun just kind of pointed at him as he's walking inside.
Oh my god.
Want just something different entirely?
I'm gonna like scooch up to Arya and then like act like I'm trying to like be a kid, but I'm like slowly trying to hide behind her a little bit, but just like
I just take my sword and jam it into her floor.
That'll be
Before
good.
I tell you anything, Kazuko, I just want to say I'm sorry.
She loves you.
Well, yeah, I do love you, Kazuko, but I'm sorry for lying.
Hmm?
It wasn't Big Brother that told me to take the egg. And that Gyoza over there works for my papa. And Papa asked me to take the egg. Because what I'm doing happened already. And if I don't do this, the world and I will cease to exist. And probably you? I don't know. I don't know how that...
It's hard to tell in a future that this hasn't happened.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll cease to exist. Do I have to tell him the other part? I'll whisper to Arya. Who is ignoring me?
Sorry. I mean, it's not a have to do something. You either want to or you don't want to. I'd appreciate it if everyone told what they're hiding. I'm traveling around with both of you. This isn't my fight. Yet here I am.
You're right.
I don't keep secrets from you guys.
If I want him to trust me, I gotta trust him, right?
Trust works both ways, and I'm looking at Kasaku. So does my fist. And I look at you. You got to accept that he may not be happy.
Well, I know he's not gonna be happy.
But I appreciate honesty more than anything. My best friend is the most dishonest person I know.
Who's that? Creed? Oh, no, wait. What's his face? Jado, right?
Yeah. He doesn't tell anyone anything, ever.
This egg... I look at Arya and I look at Gyoza. And then I look back at Kazuko. This egg is going to kill the rebel Tokaians.
The rebel scum.
And he wasn't listening to me.
Kazuko would put his head down. And he would start clenching his fist.
Our Aislyn would be crying at this point.
And I would start conjuring lightning. As much lightning as I can.
Inside this
Inside the house?
No, more from the sky.
Varian, you get a slight disturbance within nature that a very godly force is being summoned at this time.
And I'm inside, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I transform back into my regular self.
Wow!
And shock everyone, I guess.
There's where you were.
And you see me like dash outside very fast, and run by myself and focus on that disturbance.
Your bow and your arrows begin to hymn with the force that's being summoned through the weather.
Can I analyze it further on what might be going on?
Roll Arcana, and then we'll get to Kazuko if he had
Sure.
more to add on to what he was doing. Okay.
Kazuko, use your words.
So you mean to tell me, not only did you lie, that thing is meant to kill my family.
Well, not your family, no.
All Tolkians are my family.
Oh, freak.
What? What? I look over at her. What?
Well, nothing. Anyways. But if this has already happened, well, in our timeline, it has to happen now.
So you're the one responsible.
Technically, you're the one responsible. And I'm the one responsible.
Technically, yes.
If we didn't do what we did, and you didn't read from that scroll, there would be no need for this egg. That's the way time works, Kazuku. It happens regardless of what people try to do to avoid it. You know, there's a saying that those who try to avoid their fate end up meeting it just the same.
I would start conjuring more lightning, but this time in my hands.
Are you gonna...
Kazuku, think about what you're doing before this becomes really bad.
You would start to see his tattoos begin to flare up into this very archaic kind of energy. Like the energy that's being created is very unstable. It's having a hard time being contained within the markings that he is adorned with. Um, those of you that are facing the door that Varen just ran out of, he pulls out his bow and knocks an arrow and he unleashes it into the ceiling of this mountain and creates these roots that kind of spread around this room that you guys are in. Um, Very quickly, you would see life begin to sprout and these flowers begin to bloom. Um, Kazuko, roll a charisma save. You would begin to feel your power being calm as these kind of this nature begins to emit like this radiant kind of aura, and it acts with just Kazuko, where it begins to kind of co-enact with the violent energy he was creating earlier. Kazuko, you begin to feel calm, but it's still a heavy burden, right? A lot of your people are going to be destroyed for what cost to you?
I guess I would start walking outside and whatever lightning is still in my hands, I guess I would shoot into the sky in like a sign of frustration.
I pat Aislyn on the head. Good job.
I'll just smack her hand off. I don't deserve the pets, and then I'll walk into my room.
It wasn't a pet.
I'm not gonna listen, or I don't deserve any good whatever, and then I'll walk back to my room and lock myself in.
Arya, as it's just you and the game master, he looks at you. Well, if we're supposed to be honest, I actually had 2 crossbows loaded.
I just shake my head. Will you watch the girl, please? And I follow Kazuko out.
You just hear footsteps on the outside of your door, Iceland, and then like a slump outside, like.
Oh, I guess he's guarding at my door.
Yeah. And you're looking for Kazuko, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You just see him kind of wandering off a bit. You can see him within distance.
I just kind of walk up behind him. Took a lot of bravery for her to tell you.
I suppose.
You know she doesn't want you to get hurt or your people. She doesn't even like people that we do want to hurt to get hurt. Like Ezra told the story when you guys first met her, she healed the people that were fighting you guys.
I'm aware.
Well, she just wants to be liked and trusted by you. But I can't imagine what you're going through. But I'd like to. Would you like to hold Rain? It makes Iceland happy.
I'm fine.
Well, then tell me what we can do. How can we stop something like this from happening? But not stop Iceland and you and possibly Isra, who, well, yeah, I don't know how far this stretches, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if not allowing your family to die dooms your family anyways? I don't understand what to make of it, but I'm willing to listen to your frustrations. If there's someone at my side fighting, and it's not Jado, I'd rather it be you. So whatever we can do to make your life easier, I'm willing to discuss. And so is Iceland.
Life is never easy.
That is true.
No point in trying to fight it.
You know, we only have two choices in this life. Let life kick us down, or when they kick, hit back. I picture you more of a hit back kind of guy.
Not
Should I
in this.
Can I tell you something I never told anyone?
What?
I'm afraid of water.
Not too much of a surprise.
When I was born from my father, and my father was born from my mother and some random dude. They forced this man upon my mother. Therefore, or upon my grandmother. Therefore, her son would never be accepted. He chased and chased and chased for acceptance, glory, immortality in his name. Along the way, he murdered so many and ended up dying a cursed death. So, being his son or daughter, I couldn't really be accepted by either places I am from. So I traveled by myself. It wasn't till Jado came in that I started really thinking about the consequences of my actions. The person I cared for the most, I was willing to end a whole realm for. I imagine that's the way you feel about saving your people. Am I right?
In a way, yes.
Yeah, your people will suffer, and it's very personal. But there's people in this realm we don't know that also deserve to live. This realm has its own problems, its own things. There's good in it. We've never seen you back down from a fight. We've never seen Iceland turn down to help someone. Those are things worth saving. So let's not count your people out yet, but let's find out more about it. And if you need my blade, it's there for you. I'll just kind of sit down and let him think.
Okay. Uh, the surrounding, you guys would see a lot of it reacting to Varen's bow. Begins to put his bow away, seeing as things are not as chaotic as before.
Seems you're much more gifted than I first thought. Guardian, you said?
Yes. And something's very, very interesting is going on right now. Somebody that I expected wouldn't even show their presence here.
Oh,
Hydrogen.
why is it that wherever we go, that name pops up? You're standing next to him.
No. What? You're kidding me.
This is Hydojin, in a way. And I point to Kazuku.
I'm just shocked, speechless at that very moment. How? How's that even possible?
Are you aware what happens when you separate a divine's essence? It's never really gone, it just takes shape in different forms.
Hmm. It leaves me
This-
with a lot of questions.
Oh, trust me when I say this, and I think Kazuku agrees. All we have is really questions. Hey, Kazuku.
I would not.
There's only two things in this realm that I need to do: help Kazuku and Aislyn, and kill Atheneo.
I'll help you guys.
Very well. But when it's time for him to die, you leave him to me. I assure you, your people will get their justice, and much more.
Deal. I can respect that.
And
I
I
begin
was
to
like, let me see your bow. let me get a look at that bow, yo.
I begin to develop more trust. With the people around me. Seems as if they have problems of their own.
What class are you?
I'm a druid.
Are you capable of using weapons? Because I have one too many.
Yes, I am capable.
DM, can I lend him Hekate?
If you're that comfortable with it, yeah.
I mean, it comes back to me. It's my pack sword.
Yeah,
So if he's gonna try to run off with it, I could just back to me.
if you're that comfortable.
It's not that I'm comfortable. It's just building trust. This right here is the person who made my armor. Her name is Hekate. This is her sword. It used to be able to light up in bright purple flames. In this realm, it's just a mere very strong sword. I toss it to him.
I got your sword.
It's a short sword. Uh, it is got a black blade with a purple edge. On the end is engravings in Greek.
Is there a sling on it by any chance?
A what?
A sling?
It's not well, yeah, because it has a
Oh,
what's the
a holster.
scabbard? It has a
Okay.
scabbard.
Okay.
As long as your character isn't a fucktard, I don't have to summon the sword back. It does 1d8 plus 9 fire damage,
1d8 plus 9 fire damage. Okay.
and it is a plus 3 magic weapon, right, Garrett?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have those stats available on you that you can send in the chat?
I can just 1d8. It's a dex-based weapon, or no, it's strength-based. Might not be the best for you though. Let's see. Magic weapon. Uh, it has plus. Yeah, it's a it's a short sword. I believe it can go between dex and strength. I don't know. It's up to the DM.
Okay. Oh.
It does fire damage, and the flames are purple.
He is proficient in short swords.
Yeah. And you said the name was what name?
Hekate.
Hekate.
So when she hands you this blade, you can sense a magic that's old, perhaps not of this realm. You would also sense that its very core was to be used to aid casters up close.
You said what? Sorry, I missed that.
You can kind of sense that this was used by casters
I
as
see.
a means of melee weapon.
Got it. I thank Arya, and I hand her my bow for her to analyze, since she seemed intrigued.
I'm intrigued. He shot it in the air, and a whole bunch of shit happened. I have identify. I'm gonna take the time to identify it, Garrett.
Okay. When you grasp it, I assume it's like with both hands.
I've learned my lesson in this room about touching shit. I just set it on the ground and cast the spell. I don't know if identify is a touch based.
I don't think so.
It is touch. So I would just kind of put my hand gently on the hilt.
Okay.
Use your
Just-
fingertip.
Just the tip, just for a second, just see how it feels.
So when you graze your hands across it, you get a strange essence about this. That this wasn't the only bow made from the branches of a said tree. You would also kind of gather that this bow was used by another archer from your realm.
My realm?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Paris?
From what you can kind of gather is that this bow was, in fact, made from a branch of the world tree. A tree that expands across all dimensions and realms.
But I've know of this bow if it's from my realm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you send me in DMs what it
Oh,
is?
shit.
Yeah, sure.
I love lore so much. It's my favorite thing.
He's a nerd.
And Garrick has a ton of lore. It just. Oh, well, that's spelling. Oh! That bow? Oh. Timeline wise, was it here first or there first?
It's not the same bow. It's made just from the same.
Oh, same branch. Got it. I've seen this bow in person. Is it the same, or has it got its own flair?
It's got its own flair to it.
I hand it back to him. Do you know who Archie is?
The other priest mentioned his name, but they never gave you much information behind who that person was. Care
He's
to
a
enlighten me?
He's a hero that traveled to the crossroads. The realm I am from. The realm between all realms where... I say heroes loosely. Very loosely, because it's not just heroes that get summoned. Say you die and you have worth, potential. You have things to do in this realm still. Those people sometimes get pulled to where I'm from. And there they may regain their life. He fought... In the story, he fought against Typhon.
Mm-hmm.
He fought against a being far fouler than anything I have seen here since possibly Enryu and Fenrir. The old bow is wonderful, and I hand it back to him with care and respect that it deserves.
See your lift it up very gently and then hand it to you.
With curiosity. Oh, what's up?
With that bow, you know it's made from the world tree, correct?
Yes. It's something that us priests worship and guard on a daily basis.
I do not say I trust you, but someone does. Therefore, I will give you the respect of earning my trust, and I and hope to do so the same.
Likewise.
Is that someone me that you're referring to? Because I
No,
don't trust him.
I was referring to the world tree.
Oh, okay.
Know that the path we travel is full of hardship, pain, and occasional boobs come out. You'll never be that guy. And I kind of pat him on the face and sit back down next to Kazuku.
You'll He'll never be that boobs out kind of guy.
No, he'll never be the guy that gets to call those boobs his.
Oh.
She's that vain. Come on now.
Okay.
So what do you guys plan on doing now?
I plan to sit with Kazuku until he feels the need that he does not need me, and then I will sit with him further to let him know that I am here for him. And then I will make my way to Iceland, because she is in need of a friend. And I look at Kazuku. You know what? That brings up a good point. Kazuku,
Hmm.
would you say we're getting close to best friend status?
That's so stupid.
Whatever you say.
That's not a yes or a no.
It's not a no.
You're a good second.
That's good enough for me. May I ask a favor then? And I slide out like, I think I have like 600 gold.
What is it?
Well, you go talk to Iceland,
No.
please.
You knew he wasn't going to.
She gave you all the trust in the world. Show her that that trust wasn't for nothing. You don't have to like this situation, Kazuku. I feel you. I know you.
Think she likes this anymore?
But perhaps a conversation with you, together you two, the smartest of the group, can come up with a plan that benefits both of you.
I'm just looking at her like she's full of shit.
On which part?
Smartest in the group.
I grabbed Ro by his neck and lost my arm. I also have the Chaos arm. I also booped your nose and caused this whole thing to happen. So yeah, probably you two are the smartest of the group.
I'll do that a little bit later. I'm busy training. And I would like to go back to what I was doing at first when I got blown away.
You don't want to fight me?
No, learning new things.
You could learn to actually defeat. I'm just kidding, and I pat him on the back. Hey, last thing before I walk, if you ever need me, just come see me. Hey, you! I look at. Is it Zen?
Baron?
Zarin?
V-A-R-I.
Aaron.
Baron? You, Zen! Let's go drink.
A nod. I won't
You
disagree
ever-
with that.
You ever played the game of salt water versus alcohol?
Oh no.
No, I haven't.
I
Perhaps we
have
can get the
sake.
game master into this as well. And I proceed to play the game I played with Walt.
Iceland's dying.
You remember the game, Garrett?
Sorry, I'm dying.
It involves water inside of the house.
Yeah, you start seeing her fill up this house.
And we'd
As
be
a
sitting
bird.
down when I set down my flask and then another bottle of alcohol, or another flask looking similar. One of these is salt water, the other is alcohol. Let us begin. Oh, every time you fail, something happens. Iceland, you would hear the sound of rushing water in your house.
She's not gonna care right now. She's in the room crying into her pillow.
I send rain in.
You can't. The door's shut.
Is
No.
there a crevice?
Nope.
There's no crevice on that door? It's completely solid?
In my house with my magic, you're not getting in that door.
You just hear rain scratching at the door like Victor does to me.
How are you gonna scratch at the door with dude sitting there with his back against it?
Rain's small. It doesn't work when I tell Vic to go away.
You want me to take care of it?
No. I open the door. I pick up Rain by the scruff. I throw it, and then I shut the door.
Throw it into your room or away from your room?
Away from my room.
You hear this?
Is it scratching at my door again?
Yeah.
You just hear a big. And I open the door.
He has his arms out for a hug.
I stare at him, and then I look at
I'm about to be drinking, so it's not me. It's actually Rain.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at Gyoza, and then I pick up Rain. You want some you want some juice? And then I'll turn around and like. And then I'll pull out the sake bottle.
Are you trying to give it to Rain?
No, I'm talking to
Oh, okay.
Gyoza.
I'm trying to kill my trash panda. That hurts.
I'm not.
No drinking on the job, sorry. You know, I could have shot that thing.
No.
See Rain kind of look at it. You like, go ahead. I'll be back.
A sniffle. No, I actually like this little fella.
He boops your nose. Acts like he stole it.
Well, if you change your mind.
Flips off this guy, the game master.
I snap his little paw. That's rude, Rain. I'm sorry, Gyoza.
As she turns around and walks away, Rain kind of sneaks a middle finger back again.
And I pull out my sake bottle. And I take a sip. Let me see. What do I roll?
So you're playing this
Rain
game
just-
with Baron here?
I am, yeah.
I don't remember how this goes.
Let's roll 1d2. It's either water or it's either well, we could do 3: alcohol, water, or salt water
No, that's
if
not.
you want. Just roll 1d3, and if he fails, you know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, did I not put this in my?
Then I picked the number, right?
Yeah, and we just roll.
So, Varen,
Oh,
Yeah.
con save. That's what it was.
roll
It's
a
about
1d3.
knee deep in here.
And we'll see what you get.
Oh, of course I fucking pass.
And so you see him nonchalantly just pick up a cup, drinks it. What it tastes to you, Varen, is it tastes kind of like a strong kind of weedy sense, like a earthy kind of taste. It's very strong. It goes down pretty hard, but it's just one drink. Shouldn't affect you any. But what you got essentially was alcohol.
Gotcha.
Out of a smile. And
I
kind of
sla-
slide a couch towards me.
I slammed the bottle down on the table.
And the water is up to your knees at this point. Very good.
And so what she's conjured up is she's placed these 3 cups on the table, and I don't know if she explained the rules to you, but
I
it
did
tell you
not.
to just kind of pick up a cup and drink. So you did pick one up. It's alcohol, and for some reason this place just keeps getting filled with water.
Ding ding ding.
You picked a 2 as well. I mean, you would just pick up his cup. You'd have to eliminate his.
I have to roll 1d2. I thought it resets every time someone drinks. That's why I thought. It's been a while since we played it.
So 2. You'd pick up just the salt water.
It'd make my skin glisten. Good stuff.
So you would
Nice.
see like a sheen kind of go over her skin.
Looks like you lost that round. And I grabbed the couch and hit him with it.
Oh no, I forgot you do that.
I fall back. And
I was about to
I'm-
say you can attempt to dodge. You don't have to get it.
I got it. I'll take it.
It's a-
Um,
He just kind of sitting down. He just like looks up at you lifting this couch. He's like, "What are you gonna do with that?"
um, um, hopefully the alcohol, remove some of that pain. Maybe.
Oh, by the way, the way you win is not to go unconscious. There's 3 things that'll make you go unconscious in this game. 1 is the alcohol, 2 is the water, and 3 is this couch.
Couch. I see.
Got
So
it.
pretty much I'm unconscious. Does that happen? No.
No, I mean, it just depends on how strong you are. Most people
Should I-
don't get knocked out from the first time.
Should I roll for potential?
We did con saves last time, Garrick, and they got stronger as we went along, right?
Yeah, we could do con saves or just like 3 strikes. You know.
Oh, okay.
Sure, we'll do three.
We'll do 3 strikes. Yeah.
The disadvantage you are water or nor salt water actually affects me.
Gotcha. So I sit back down and continue playing the game.
Kind of smile. I like your style.
I brush some dust off my shoulder.
Oh, I assure you, there's no dust in Iceland's house. I tried to add dust once and just
Change itself.
disappears.
It's a habit.
Your turn.
When you find yourself in nature, you're around a lot of dirt.
Yeah, I noticed the smell.
Oh.
Yeah, Earth has an earthen tone to it.
So
You
My
see
turn.
her pour to that cup again, and then kind of shuffles things around into a way where it's kind of hard to keep up. Still kind of like a secret of the draw.
okay. So now I should roll another D3, right?
One, you drink. It's just water.
Very good. No alcohol. No alcohol.
All right, you drink some alcohol.
Shit. Ah, the good stuff. Well, have at you.
I try to attempt to pick up the couch. It's an attempt.
As I see, he's the first person that would dare raise an object to me. I kind of smile on my face. Glad to see you're not like one of the last.
You see him go to lift up the couch. I'm not sure how big this couch is. I never really put too much thought into it.
I always just pick it up one-handed and smash someone with it. So
Yeah, your strength modifier is really high.
yeah, that's why I pick couches.
So you can roll a strength check to see what you get. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'll roll a strength.
You kind of just move the couch like one side. You just kind of drag it on the floor and just bump it onto it. Just
It's worth the shot.
Another disadvantage you have. I was born from a race that dwells at the bottom reaches of the ocean. My skin is both extremely strong, and the fibers in my body are able to endure a lot of bludgeoning.
Good to know.
Know your enemy before you enter a game, my friend. Your turn.
just 1d3 again.
So we're 1-1 right now, even though I didn't really get hurt.
Mm-hmm. What? So you take it and you drink, and it's the alcohol.
Damn.
At this time, you're starting to feel it a bit more. Not so much to where you need to make a con save or anything, but you are getting a bit tipsy. This stuff hits a lot harder than. I don't know if you drink on your free time. I would assume protecting the world and nature, you wouldn't have time for such luxuries.
Would you say the water's up to our waist now?
Mm-hmm. Arya, you get just water.
Spit it out. Looks like I won this round. I grabbed the couch. Let me show you how this is done. And just.
I just have to dodge, knowing that she's gonna do the same move.
So go ahead and roll. Let's see what you got.
Okay. In this case, it's dexterity.
Just roll a dex save.
Okay.
Let's say the DC's 13. Damn. So you go to dodge it. And
Let's
kinda-
catch him as he's dodging. You know how you lean in direction and I catch him as he's leaning?
And Arya knows, like, you know what's gonna happen now, and so she sees you kind of getting ready to skedaddle, and she feints the first one. You're like, ha! Bam! You're hit with the- So then you got one straight. Yeah.
A question for you, Baron.
Yeah.
Do you breathe underwater?
I don't actually.
I do. The water raises above our head.
I would like to do something. I want to shape into something.
Okay.
Please do.
I want to wild shape into a salmon.
You
As
say,
he's going outside the rules, I use my Warcaster feat to hit him again.
oh, dang, that's messed up.
I go. Can I dodge this?
Make
Can I try?
a dex save. 1 second, because now you
Druid,
got
druids keep their.
Because I am
their
now. a
ability- No,
fish.
they don't. You're right.
No,
you're
I
right.
don't. Let me actually see.
He's trying to flee. I see weakness, Garrick.
You trying to get hit by this couch, man?
I'm trying to flee. He's trying to breathe.
A guppy can't drink from a flask.
Maybe they can. They breathe it.
I'm anxious to see
You
how he.
know, they don't even have fish as a thing to.
I'll use this one. That's so just
Sea
roll
slug.
D20 plus 3.
You said roll a what? Sorry.
20 plus 3.
20 plus 3.
Mhm.
You said a 20 dice.
1d20
D-
plus 3.
Well, 1d20 plus 3.
Okay.
I played this game with other party members. They didn't even try to hit her back. They just sat there and got whooped the whole time, didn't they?
So this fish form you see her just again, just as soon as you cast wild shape. Bam!
Salmon with a couch? Or no, you're still.
I'm sorry. I thought you were running.
Gotta breathe in
You
that
may
alcohol.
you may hit me with the couch back.
I'm too hurt. I'm too exhausted from the drinking and being hit by a couch to even bother. I think to myself, man, these are some weird folks. That's for sure.
You have no idea. You have no idea. Your turn, fish.
Drink
All
it.
right.
Breathe it.
I just picture him swimming into the cup.
And then a cloud of alcohol just shoots out or whatever from the fins.
You go into the cup and just tastes the same as what you're swimming in right now.
Aww.
Ooh. He's a fish, though. It doesn't bother him. Well played.
Oh, yeah, if you'd be so kind.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You drink. It's alcohol.
Look at him. Your magic is playing tricks on me. Unfair. You may hit me with a couch.
I'm gonna fish. I'm formed now, right?
Yeah.
I just try to nibble on them.
You just feel those slight, just little pecks.
Yeah.
I feel insulted.
I can't even speak.
I speak to fish.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Any sea creature, I can understand. That's why I keep talking to you.
Awesome. So, so the communication continues. Perfect.
Now
Um,
we've got one strike per.
so it's 2-2, pretty much.
Yep.
I haven't lost, but I've only played twice, so you may beat me.
Hmm.
Third one.
Let's go.
Ooh, vetted. Go in. Uh, they're more of river fish, man. But you would taste kind of like salt water.
That'll put some hair on your nuts, your guppies.
On your fins. Put hair on your fins.
I see him drink the salt water and I think, is this the day I lose at my own game? Not today.
Oh, okay, they're Andromeda. Andromos. What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get?
Two.
Better not be a two. Oh,
I did lose.
so you take a drink and it's alcohol.
Bad news is I go unconscious. Even worse news is the water still keeps coming.
Yeah, you just see her slump and then just kind of float a bit in the water.
I'm gonna get a good rest.
I decide to revert back to my original form
And I'm up in my
in the
room,
water.
so I can't open the door and cancel it. So
You see Rain pointing to his nose, making up.
As I'm, underneath water.
what? He's trying to symbol to sign something
Yeah,
to me.
like hold your breath.
Yeah, I decided to hold my breath. I do want to try to.
No, I think you're saying that to me.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's Rain.
Gotcha.
I have a familiar name, Rain. That's a trash panda.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Wait, you're unconscious now, are you?
Yeah.
All right,
Water
then I'm
doesn't
gonna
stop.
I'm gonna try. Think I'm gonna know what he's talking about because I walked in on it before, and I'm gonna get up and sigh, and like
What's
mope.
crazy is the game master's outside in the water, and I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
The game master's outside my door.
Yeah.
Oh,
In the water.
I open I open the door and I swim downstairs and I open the front door. And as the water's pouring out, I'll swim back upstairs.
Okay. So the water just.
Oh, and Kazaku's trading outside.
Playing with lightning.
You're trying to focus this lightning again into your black flame hand.
Ooh, water and
all-
lightning.
All of a
Interesting.
sudden, you're just hit with a wave of just water. Just. If you can roll acrobatics for me. Okay. So you're kind of swept off into this cavern and you hit the side of a wall, and then something hits you as the water kind of disperses
Is it
and is
alright?
emptied out. You kind of wipe your eyes, see that Baron's just in your arms, and you see him just spit out water out of his mouth, just like a little fountain.
Oh, because he's a fish. A fish just hit you in the face.
He reverted back,
Oh,
but he's
oh.
just spitting water out, like because he was underwater.
Yeah.
I,
I,
go back
I
to my
would
room.
get up and like drop them. Drinking game.
I just nod. Yes.
You'll get used to it.
Get used to it. Kazaku, you haven't even wanted to play again. Pussy.
I guess I would walk out of the cavern. I would go to bed, pick up her.
What?
He's gonna go sleep in the cabin.
No, I'm up in my room. I don't know what's going on out there after I let everybody all the water out.
After something. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You're good. You're good.
Okay. I get up, recover from all the damage I took from couches, almost drowning, and slamming into Kuzuko. and I decided to come back inside the house. Now, no, being that it's a magic house, right? I do have a question. Did everything revert back to being dry?
Yes.
Okay, so I decided to go on the couch and get into a trance.
Okay. So everyone's resting again.
I mean, I'm drunk.
I'm crying into my pillow.
She's basically drunk.
No, I passed my con save. I'm not drunk.
No, I meant crying.
Uh-oh.
You're white girl drunk.
Emotionally drunk.
Emotionally crippled.
But you guys get, essentially a long rest again.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Varen, you would know that it's probably like late afternoon at this point.
Okay. How many hours have passed so far?
I would say 4 because of your train.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I do go ahead and step outside, and I never really had a chance to analyze the area, so I'd like to, find out more about the surroundings.
Aside from the growth you created, the area they're kind of in, you know that the world tree holds mysteries and magics, especially upon this mountain of Alden. To you, your people have described that Mount Alden is a place where people choose or are shown paths of their destiny, and it will lead them to various kind of rooms at random.
Okay. Um, I would like to use my. I like to use my perception to find or try to see if there's any rocks around. It is late at night, but I do have dark vision.
Okay. I would say just with your passive perception, if you're looking for just like a rock, like a palm-sized rock, it's pretty easy to find.
More so, a little bit bigger rocks that insects may burrow under.
Uh, roll. Just roll survival and I'll see what you get.
Cool.
Yeah, that's not bad. You turn over like 3 rocks, and out of the 2 of them, there would be life forms under those.
Oh, wait. Just...
Can I analyze those life forms or make out what they might be?
Um, they're a bit strange. They kind of seem to have some sort of infection to them.
Ooh.
Um, I would say they're not common outside of this mountain.
I see. Can I investigate them further?
Yeah, roll investigation.
What's up?
So, did another 8 hours pass?
4 for you because you're over. But
Uh,
roll investigation.
the house would
Oh, roll
disappear.
investigation.
It's only up for 16 hours.
So 12. You kind of get the sense that the kind of environment that they're living in, given the kind of creature that's imprisoned here, might have messed with the ecosystem within this mountain.
I see.
And the name that was brought up was Onigumo. Was
Okay.
a creature that's imprisoned.
Interesting. I put the rocks back down and keep a mental note of that information.
As you would turn around, you would see that there's no more house, but everyone is outside sleeping. Well, waking up, rather.
I see. What's the time?
Is about 7 in the evening.
7 in the evening?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everyone's asleep still?
Now they're just waking up. You'd see the house begin to dissipate, and then Arya, still passed out from her drink, begin wiping her eyes and just kind of looking a bit more groggier. And usual, and then Iceland would already be ready and take on the world.
I approach Iceland, actually.
Okay.
And when are you guys heading out?
What? We still have almost, well, would it be like 1.5? No, almost 2 days. We still have almost 2 days.
Why the wait?
You heard. The egg?
Right.
Savage.
Wait. What egg?
The one that I just talked about that Kazuko stormed away with? The one that I'm
I-
protecting?
I don't believe I was there for that conversation.
You
Or
were,
was I?
you were a spider in
I
the
was.
room.
Yes, that's right. Okay. So
Yeah.
you-
I can't let this egg be broken.
I see. Okay.
Since I'm out here, is there like dirt and stuff around?
Yeah.
Somewhere that I could plant, like try to grow something real quick?
Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to do something, you can do something like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to use one of the abilities I learned from that book. And see if
Yeah.
I can grow a giant seed.
You know what you gotta do?
Let me double check what it was. A DC 15 nature check. Okay. And I'm going to Ah!
Mm-hmm.
My sheet scrolled. No, wasn't prepared for it. Okay, I'll cast guidance on myself before I attempt.
Alright.
Nature check. Oh well, I didn't need the guidance. I pass.
Dang. So you begin planting it.
Mm-hmm.
Varen, you would see her begin planting some sort of seed in the ground, and you would see like this flower begin to bloom almost instantly. And before you, Ison, you would see like these leaves just kind of open up like clasped hands,
Mm-hmm.
and inside would be a seed.
If it's ready, I'll pluck it.
Okay. You pluck it, and the hands would close and kind of wilt.
And I would thank the plant.
Okay.
Do I know of this plant? With the information that I have as a druid, or is it an uncommon plant of this area?
This would be very uncommon, seeing as this plant like grew almost instantly.
Exactly. Which leads me to the question: what is this plant? I ask her.
Oh, it was the giant seed. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, giant seed.
Giant seed.
Yes.
And what purpose does this have?
So that I can
I'm
make.
very intrigued.
It's one of the components, so I can make holy water.
Holy water?
Yes.
Hmm.
You would see him just raise a brow, like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, hi. I'm a healer. I learned from a book that I could do these things.
What exactly is holy water?
Well, when you take a sip, it gives you some life back. 84 plus 8 to be exact. and I'll pull out my gourd that I had made, my healing water one. I've made one charge so far, and I can use this once a day, once per long rest, I think. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can use this once per long rest, and every time I get the components, I can add another charge.
You see her pull out this gourd, and you hear some sort of liquid sloshing around inside.
Huh. I see. Um, And you just have these seeds sitting around?
No, I basically pray for it.
Huh. Just amazed by the the weird technology or magic that is something that you wouldn't really see as somebody. Yeah, typically trees take forever to grow. I'm amazed by the sorcery.
It's not sorcery. It's holy magic. Probably.
Interesting. I'll begin to, analyze the plant more.
Oh, it did. It did. It
It's
sticks.
dead. Oh,
Yeah, it looks like whatever life it had is excuse.
it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I see. Okay.
And
I
that's
begin. Oh, go ahead.
um. That's only. How often can I do that? You didn't put
Oh, we'll put a week on.
a week. Okay. And then I'll put it in my pocket.
Okay. Just the
So-
seed, right? You just.
Not the plant, just the seed.
What were you saying here?
Oh, I begin to look for more rocks for possible insects.
What are you doing?
Also, how would you describe the forest? Is it like a rainforest or more so a dry forest?
Think of it as like straight woodland rather than like a kind of
Gotcha, gotcha.
forest.
Would you say centipedes inhabit this type
Sure.
of forest? Okay.
A strong force to live in a cave.
Well, he is speaking about the outside,
Oh,
like where you guys came from.
I wouldn't know what to do, so I'll go find some corner to sulk in.
Okay, you just kind of slump.
And just, I guess, talk with Lord Kai or. There's no way to talk to Fenron through the amulet or anything, right?
You haven't tried.
Okay, then I'll go off on my own and talk to it unless somebody else has something to do right now.
Was there anything you guys want to do, or
I just decided to pray for a bit with my prayer book.
Have I woken up yet?
yeah, you guys were doing it?
No, then I'll just go back to what I was doing.
Training.
I would go find Iceland.
Okay. As you're going to kind of do your thing, Iceland, Arya confronts you.
Hey, can you help me?
As long as I don't hurt anything else, I guess I can.
Alright, I need you to be strong because I am very terrible at this.
Then I can't help you.
Shut up. So, I pull out my scroll,
Yes.
the one that requires me to make a performance. It's a little revealing, but I don't know if you know this. I'm not exactly the performance type. And it requires me to mimic the way it's cast. And I seem to be having trouble getting it down, and considering you're from this realm and this is your magic, you might be able to help me learn a spell.
I mean, I guess I could try.
I have complete faith that you'll succeed in helping me. For I don't know what I'm going to do to learn this.
I'll hold the hand out.
I just set it on the ground. Alright. So, which one should we learn? Stone Skin, Lightning Bolt, Rope Trick, Acid Arrow, Magic Missile, which I already know, so let's not work on that one, or Ray of Frost.
What's rope trick?
Your guess is as good as mine. It's from your realm. Well, the description is I touch a length of rope to 60 feet long, One end of the rope rises into the air until the whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground.
I'll stare at her for a second, or at the scroll for a second, then I look at her dead serious. Kazuko seems to fall off caverns a lot. Why don't you use that one?
Well, if you recall, it wasn't that he fell off. Yeah, you're right. He fell off. All right, so I'm going to attempt to learn this trick. This ropeth of the tricketh. So I must make an intelligence. So I'm going to study it for a moment.
Okay.
And then make my intelligence check, which I fail.
Well,
I guess I can't get it down right.
Well, maybe if you touch a rope first.
Do we have rope? I don't have rope. Do you have rope?
Do I have rope from a pack or something?
You should.
Yeah, I'll pull out rope and I'll put it on the ground. Try it again.
This is really the part I thought I would be able to do on my own.
It's okay, Aria.
Oh, would you look at that?
We got no rope, W.
Nat 20. All right.
Jesus.
I look over at her. I told you, you're the smartest one in the group. Alright, so it says I need to move my hand in this direction and speak the words, and this is the part I do need your help on. Apparently I needed your help the whole time. Alright. When I try to mimic it with her help, do I get advantage on this performance?
Yes. She can even buff you if need be.
Oh yeah, hold on. What are you doing? A check?
Skill, which is the same as a check, I guess.
So then I'll cast guidance.
Alright. I have advantage, so it's not too bad. Oh,
Plus 4 is still not gonna help.
I don't think so.
You
No. I can only get to 12. You guys do so much here. Akate, if you could see me now. I go back to... I pat her on the head. Perhaps one of these days I will be as gifted as you guys are.
You're plenty strong, and you just only get stronger. I believe in you, Aria.
Why, I appreciate that. And I roll up the book. It doesn't say I'm the only one that can learn anything from here. And I hand her the scroll. Pick a spell. See if you can learn it.
Be off old wizard's text. See it?
But she can't read it then, right?
Oh, she can read it. She
Okay.
can-
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say that I'm the only one. That's why I thought, why not let her have one, right? And if it was, you could tell me not to. It's fine.
No, you can definitely split spells up.
I'll try to learn rope trick then. So then what do I roll?
I think stone skin would be good for you.
Oh, okay.
The spell turns your flesh, the flesh of a willing creature, as hard as stone. Until the spell ends, you have resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. You just think if someone got upset and you wanted to go stone and crush their hands,
I don't want to hurt anybody more.
they'd hurt themselves. Remember, use what you got to your advantage.
Okay, I'll try. So what, make an intelligence check?
Yeah,
Okay.
DC's 15.
I have guidance on me. Intelligence check. Pika! Oh, well, nope.
You would only get a 14.
Nope.
What's your
Yeah, I look at her. Perhaps it's if you,
Plus 2 to my intelligence.
perhaps if you just take a moment, breathe. We can't change things we can't change. There you go! You're reading it beautifully.
And then what else?
I'm not talking to you, Google. God, Sorry.
Performance next is what it is?
Yeah. So you have to make a 14.
Okay. Baga! Plus 4,
Oh,
maybe?
if you learn a spell from my
No,
book
13.
you have advantage. I'm helping you.
Oh, then... Oh, so that 1d4 plus whatever the highest is.
No, you just roll it again on your. Oh, you pass. I don't know. It's up to Garrick on what happens. She beat both your checks.
Let's count for the. Oh, it is the same one. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I don't know why I was tripping. Okay. So you're trying to learn Stone Skin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you start to kind of follow the instructions here. And in the back of your head, you're like, reading so boring. Hate reading." But with Arya's help and your kind of determination to just kind of help everyone, you're able to actually pull it off to where you start to conjure like these rocks on the kind of epidermis of your skin, and it begins to harden. Arya, she kind of looks like the Thing right now.
Huh? Look intimidating.
It's not a tumor.
Shut the fuck up. You're grounded.
Oh.
I look impressed. Very good.
I'll give a faint smile and drop the spell.
Okay.
It's for you to use whenever you feel like you're in danger.
When she drops the spells, you would just see the rocks just unclean off of her skin and just kind of tumble like a small little.
Kind of half jealous.
Well, thank you for teaching me, Arya.
I didn't teach you. You taught yourself. That was all your own strength.
She's really down, so there's like...
Look, I'll tell you what Jado said to me when I did my thing. You can sit there and mope, or you're gonna try to make the world better. Atone for your sins. I don't think you committed a sin, per se, but basically, you control how you feel.
Well, I hope it's the
I-
last sin I ever do.
I ain't wait till you're old enough to. Never mind.
What, is you sin a lot when you're an adult?
Some women do.
I don't want to be a sinful woman.
It might. Then I just, well. Shit. Fucking can't believe I didn't learn that. Alright, well, I'm gonna go, look at my other books, actually. I got a ton of books, I think. Oh, I have your book, and I have his book. I don't have... What's the other book?
Which one are you looking for?
Didn't, what's his name give me 2 books?
Wasn't the other book one for me to read with like nature or some shit? Or healing?
Maybe. I don't remember. It so long ago. Yeah. Now that I'm done, I'll just prepare my spells for the day.
Is there anything
I'm not trying to do that all the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Is there anything the rest of you is doing?
I decided to go out and analyze the area for any insects around. I continue my hunt pretty much.
I'll be trying my fusion.
Fusion!
Ah!
So.
What?
I believe I had you roll con save, didn't I, Cuz?
Yes, you did.
Alright.
Now I'm gonna use my zealous presence for this one.
Alright.
Hmm.
Oh.
Ooh.
Alright. So.
Do I have to
Have you-
touch him? No, I mean, to bless him from over here.
He's good.
Okay.
But I did put my
Oh.
kid in like 6 minutes. So we're gonna close it off here. So, Kazuko, you begin to feel this energy once more and begin to kind of just focus a bit harder. 1 second here. See if I can find something decent. Why not? Begin to clash these two elements together. You begin having like these flashbacks with you and Baraya fighting. As this kind of orb begins to be created from the two elements, everyone you begin to hear just thunder crashing before. Uh, it's it's no longer than a second that a flash of white just expels out, and I would say people that were still kind of inside black out from the force of magic that just expels. I would say Varen would be the only one that got a good distance because he's still kind of like exploring the outer side, looking for the insects. But Varen, you would hear a very loud crash coming back from where your newly found allies are.
Okay. I'm shocked. I, you know, start heading back at a fast pace back to where the house was, um, and I begin to analyze the area once I reach.
Um, as you're making your way back hastily, you do sense uh, that nature has been unbalanced, that a disturbance has been created, and it does kind of give you that unsettling feeling of what might just transpire.
I see.
When you get there, you see a being in front of Kazuko, and this being you haven't seen before, but you do feel the same essence of what you felt earlier.
Okay. I draw out my bow, um, with curiosity on who that may be, but I view them as a threat.
Okay.
I decided to analyze further on, the makings of that being and the description of what it might be.
Um, what you can see in this being is that it doesn't hold an actual physical shape. It's more of just the element creating a humanoid shape.
You're not playing cat.
And so the element of that being lightning, and it emits this very dark aura, almost like a smoky kind of mist expelling from it, and it's a black. And it kind of has like these vapors that trail from its being, and kind of from its footing, it's like floating up in the air. Not too high up, but just enough to kind of not touch the ground.
Hmm.
You see it begin to kneel down before Kazuko, creating this glyph of some sort, and it kind of presents it to him.
I would take the glyph.
As you take the glyph, we'll continue next time.
Oh,
God damn it.
everything's all
Dragon
calm.
Ball Z.
Yeah, if I am my son, I'd probably play a lot longer.
No, you're Isvato.
I hope as your first session that was pretty good. They do a lot of improv, so there's a lot of ums and uhs.
Thought it went really well. He beat Arya in her own game. It's really not a game designed for anyone but me to win either.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. We're going to have a short session today. We started a bit later than we intended. I will be back tomorrow with Wild Mount campaign. Pardon me. And then I am moving on Wednesday. There should be actually internet out the new place. I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to figure it out once I get there. But if it is there, then I will be back next weekend with more D&D and probably some more streams through the week. If it is not there, then I'm not sure when I'll be back. It'll be when I can get around to getting internet back up. But thank you guys so much for hanging out and for the resubs and donations. You guys are amazing. And for all the new follows, welcome. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with Wildmount. Different character, different campaign. I hope to see you guys. If not, you guys have a great weekend.